different to seated if this is uncomfortable for you. So what I have here is just a simple pillow from my couch. And then I have a blanket that's pretty wide. And what I'm going to do with the blanket is just roll it pretty tightly and place that off to the side. And then I also have a beach towel. So if you don't have a blanket handy, you can always use a beach towel for support or a prop during your meditation practice. So I'm going to leave this one here. This is going to end up under my neck once I come down. So you want to position the pillow, palms face up towards the ceiling, or you may choose to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly here. Again, if being on your back is uncomfortable or something about this just isn't right for you this morning, you can always come to a seat and do your meditation from there. So we'll begin. I'll give you about 1 minute just to get situated if you'd like to take that variation. Using what you have on hand at your house or wherever you may be. I'm glad that you're here. Certainly, if you have any questions about different ways to get into different positions to meditate. If you're seated, you can place your hands on your kneecaps. You can also place them in your lap. And you can also take that hand on the heart and hand on the belly as well. And I would like to invite you to close your eyes if you would like to. Make little micro movements here. I like to take my hips side to side, root through both my sit bones, maybe move the feet a little further forward or a little closer in towards the body. Feeling if you have your shoulders up next to your ears that you rotate them down the back. So making those tiny adjustments and really settling in to your mat space and just noticing at first where the breath is. Noticing where it may chin in different parts of the body. You're simply note taking. And as you take these notes, invite in a deeper breath to those areas that might be a little tense this morning, either from a workout or stress related, or just because. So last week we talked about grace towards yourself and one another. We talked about having compassion and empathy and how to create ease in the body. It's going well in the body this morning. As you draw a deeper breath in, let the crown of the head travel towards the ceiling. So get long in the spine and in the front side body. Hold at the top for just a millisecond or two. And then exhale. At the bottom of your exhale, you want to tuck your tailbone under slightly before we take our next inhale, repeating that cycle. So number 1 is the nice, deep, long inhale. Crown of the head travels towards the ceiling. The pause at the top is part 2. The exhale, smooth and lengthy, part 3. We pause at the bottom and tuck the tailbone under for part 4. Continuing this sacred circulatory rhythm that is all your own here. For 5 more breath cycles, feeling the body, the spaces and places in your tissues, release tension. And noticing how the breath massages everything internally, but also hearing the breath externally, making that full connection of what it is to have a functioning respiratory system and how it is created for balance, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And then we go inward. It's most likely that your importance of sitting with who you are this morning. So creating a self-awareness. Memories are stored in emotion. The body and the mind are one. So beginning to create the self-awareness, acknowledging the oneness of both your brain and your body. And sitting with who you are and how you arrived this morning on your mat. Maybe feeling this morning, we want to stay away from words such as good, bad. We want to think more on what is. It just is what is. So being okay with whatever comes into the mind space, whatever memory, whatever emotion that may be passing through, acknowledging it, observing it, and then coming back to the breath. That 4-part breath, smoothing it out, lengthening it on each opportunity to do so. Creating a oneness between the memories and the emotions. And practicing non-attachment to them. So viewing them as temporary to add sound to your breath. So in yoga, we call it ujjayi breathing. The slight constriction of the throat on the inhale, and also a slight constriction of the throat on the exhale. So they sound a bit like our thoughts and our emotions, but also invites us to accept them. Take your awareness to the spaces and places in your face. So the forehead, the bridge of the nose, the jaw hinges, the ears. If there's sounds happening around you, inside, outside, let the sound just happen to you rather than reaching out for what it is. Come back to the sounds down to the throat and the collarbone, noticing if there's any tension there. And on the inhale, the front side body gets even longer. The crown of the head moves toward the chest and the torso. That happens to be where I store a lot of my tension, holding you back from the space that's available for you. And then we'll move our awareness to the hips, down through the quads, the kneecaps, the shin bone, inviting in a restful awareness, a gravity to your body meeting the mat, whether you're laying down or sitting. Just be. It's from this place of body awareness and breath. And I say namaste to you. If you are on your back, you can start to make little micro movements. Maybe do a nice long body stretch, removing any props that you may have used during your meditation practice this morning. If you're seated, same thing, maybe circle out through the wrists, interlace all 10 fingers, press them forward. And then continue the movement until you're in a more wakeful state. We'll all meet in a seat. And I want to take an opportunity to thank you for your time this morning. Thank you for joining me for this mindful meditation. My name is Erin Silvestro, and I'm a Warriors at Ease. And also, please join me again next Saturday at 9 a.m. We have lots of awesome instructors doing both classes and meditations. Be blessed. Have a good day.